What's going on, amazing people? I'm Jacob Polo. It's been a while since I've done a video, especially since I've been away on holidays. There is something that I've been experiencing in my life in the last week. Um, and it's the irony of all things. And looking at things from a 2020 vision, you know what I mean? Looking at things backwards and then trying to use that same approach to look at things that's happening now and see if I can forecast the future. But some very weirdly bizarre synchronicities and things have occurred that are so above question. You couldn't, like, if you wrote this down, it would go into a bloody movie. And it's it's unreal. When you correlate and you simulate, and there's two of yous existing, and there's two things, two existences that have never met but are so much the same, it's just melting your brain. And your brain panics and you go into a fear state. And in that fear state, you want to see if you can control the fear by controlling your circumstances or controlling others' circumstances or others themselves. But it's nice to watch it play out in a way that you have lived. You've lived many lives, and that you are here today, and that's something to be grateful for. So there's nothing to really fear. Like falling. I love this analogy. Everyone's like used, they say, oh, I'm scared to fall in love when you've been hurt. And they would try to control it and dictate it and put leashes and things. And I just remember reading that quote, like, it's called falling in love. It's not like people jump out of a plane and it's terrifying. Well, it's fun, you know what I mean? And it's the fear that makes it unpleasant. That what if we don't fly? What if we crash and burn? And I just say this one thing. Birds, they're falling their whole lives, but they're not dying. But when they die, they'll fall to their death. So you'll never fall to your death unless you're dead. And you've got your whole life to just free fall. Because if you're not dying, then you're not falling, you're flying. You like that? So yeah. I just have an analogy, give it all you got, no matter what. I say this to my clients all the time. And it's like they deal with the relationships, or they deal with business or life or whatever, family, and I'm just like, give it all you got. It's got nothing to do with anyone else, it's got to do with you. And they're like, yeah, but I don't want to, or I'm afraid, and what happens if I do, and then it doesn't work out, or if it goes back in my face, or if I lose everything. And I'm just like, again, it's got nothing to do with them, it's got to do with you. Give it all of you. Wouldn't you prefer to have given it all and no? Then live in a limited, primitive thing, a slave to fear, evil ego. So yeah, long story short, I'm experiencing something that is so parallel and same page to me that I'm acknowledging a lot of internal things and paying attention to the God and the universe. And then your brain tries to problem solve or create solutions instead of having faith and giving your energy and attracting them. You chase them, which chases things away. So instead, like, I have a belief that whenever I wake up at night, wake up in the morning, or go to bed, when your brain's in theta, I repeat to myself, my subconscious, I'm programming it and reprogramming it with affirmations and gratitude and validations. You know what I mean? So like, I say I attract love, attract divinity. You know, you attract the trueness, you attract the soulmate, you attract the wealth, you attract the business, you attract the clients, you attract the health, you attract the physique, you attract the lifestyle, you attract the home. You know what I mean? And just, I say this to myself whenever, like last night, I woke up like a couple of times, and I just remembered, program myself to wake up and say these things to myself, and like, I love you, you're good enough, da 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 da. You are this, you are that, you can do this. And that subconsciously is programming my subconscious, which controls 97% of my day, because I'm progressively, consistently leveling up my consistent consciousness, so that it was 99 like everyone else, but I'm a little bit lower. I'm not a master, pretty fucking close. Anyway, pray for me, send me your gratitude, because there's something very interesting happening in my life. And the ironies of this, and the similarities, and the hilariousness of this, if this becomes a story that I will share. That's brilliant. It's a story. Anyway, boa noite. Have a good night. I can see there it is again in Portuguese. Yeah. See you in the next one, eh?